Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss one concept which will be later used in the algorithm so that you will understand complete logic of the algorithm. Here I have considered 8x8 chessboard where 8 queens can be placed safely. In this video we are going to discuss how to place queen safely. As we know, queen is said to be under attack if we are going to place queen horizontally, vertically or diagonally with respect to previously placed queen. So how to avoid this? There are three ways by which queen is said to be under attack. So first is if it is in a same row. So we are avoiding this problem by setting or by defining that queen 1 must go in row 1. Queen 2 must be placed in row 2 only. Queen 3 must be placed in row 3 only. So this is how we have already defined that particular queen will go to specific row only. Now there are two more things left. One is how you are going to avoid that the queen will not be placed in a same column and queen will not be placed in a same diagonal of a previously placed queen. So here we are going to discuss how to avoid placing queen in a same diagonal. So for that, let us understand the logic. For example, here I'll place one queen. I'll not give any number. This is a queen which is placed, or I'll write number or something like this, QP. QP is a queen which is placed, and now we want to place another queen and I'll call it as a QN, the next queen to be placed. Previously placed queen QP. Okay, let me draw the diagonal for this particular queen. So this is one diagonal and this is another diagonal. I'll write down value of row and column for this QP. So for QP, I'll represent it as a I, J, where I is going to be row and J is going to be column. Similarly, the next queen to be placed will be represented as K, L, where K is row and L is going to be column. Fine. Now here QP has been placed and I'm trying to place Q1, but I have to make sure that QN should not be placed in this diagonal, because if I place QN in this diagonal then it will be under attack. So in order to avoid this, let us understand the logic behind this diagonal. So if I am considering a diagonal that is from bottom to top, that is bottom left to top right, then there is some speciality. Let me write down the values over here. Suppose I am talking about this cell, so I'll represent this cell as 7, 1. Then this cell as 6, 2. Then this as 5, 3. Similarly, this is this is QP, so I'll write it as a 4, 4. Then here it is 3, 5. Then 2, 6 and 1, 7. Similarly, for this diagonal which is starting from top left and going to bottom right, so again I'll write down the pair that is row and column pair. So here first is 1 comma 1, next is 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, then 4 comma 4 is occupied by the queen, then next is 5 comma 5, 6 comma 6, 7 comma 7 and 8 comma 8. Now if you observe this pairs, then there is a speciality that here if I add it together, that is row plus column, then the value for all the pairs are same, that is 7 plus 1 8, 6 plus 8, and here I am going to perform row minus column, so that the value is going to be same. Okay, so from here we understood one concept and we are going to represent it like this. For example, first queen which is already placed, which I have written as a QP, and it will be represented as a I comma j, where I is going to be row and j is going to be column. Similarly, the next queen to be placed, which I have written as a Qn, and again that it will be represented as a row and column, but row is going to be K and the column is going to be L. Now the logic is for top left to bottom right, that is I am talking about this diagonal. So for this diagonal, the observation was it is row minus column. So row minus column, that is R minus C, which can be written as a I minus j, row minus column. Here we have written row minus column. So similarly, I minus j, which is equals to K minus L, that is R minus C. Okay, so already placed queen is this. For example, queen QP is placed over here, and if I am going to place Qn over here, so for this, what is the indexes? Indexes are 6 comma 6. Okay, so if I perform this operation, that is row minus column, then 6 minus 6 become 0. Similarly, here it is 4 comma 4, so 4 minus 4 is also 0. So both the conditions are matching, and that's why we can say that they are under same diagonal. Now check for the another diagonal. If the diagonal which is from bottom left to top right, then the observation is it is row plus column. So for that, what we can write is, if QP is R plus C, then it is going to be I plus J is equals to, for another queen it is going to be K plus L. Let us check it. For example, QP is already been set and the row and column values are 4 comma 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. And if I try to place queen QP over here, in that scenario this is going to be 7 comma 1. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. So this is what shown over here. That is row plus column. 4 plus 4 is 8. And here 7 plus 1, it is also 8. So we can find, if we could use these conditions, then we can easily find out that while placing the next queen, if we are getting these two values are same, then we can say that the queen which we are going to place, it will be under attack. So we should find another position to place this queen. Now in order, if you observe these two equations, so we can bring it to some common formula by writing like this. For example, we can write like this: I is equals to, for example, for queen 1, what is row? Row is represented as I, and next queen is represented as K. Row is represented as K. So we are going to write it in terms of row and row, column and column. So what I can write is I and K, I'll take this side, I minus K, because I represent row for previously placed queen, and k represents row for queen to be placed. So I minus k, and here what I can write is, I'll take j that side, so j become positive, j minus l. Similarly, I can represent this, so take I and k to one side and j and l to another side. So that can be represented as, for example, I'll write j minus l is equals to k minus I, or it can also be written like this, I minus k is equals to l minus j. Both will work. Now let us analyze this formulas. So this is what I minus k and j minus l, and suppose let us consider this. So here first this I minus k same over here, here j minus l, and here l minus j. So simply what I can write is I minus k is equals to j minus l. So this is written under the mode where we are going to ignore the sign and will only consider the magnitude part. So even if you are getting like this, suppose 2 and minus 2, still it is correct, because we are not considering sign part over here, or we are going to ignore the sign. I hope you have understood this concept, which will be used later in the algorithm. Thank you.